Spurs are trying to compete with teams that are better resourced than they are. And so what they say is, to get to that level, we need to consistently not just get to the Champions League, but get to the knockout rounds of the Champions League and whatnot. I think Ralph Honigstein put out a tweet earlier that if you reach the round of 16, you're looking at roughly £70 million in prize money, whereas if you get to a Wembley final, it's about 1/10 of that. It's pure math. They don't have the luxury, or Pochettino certainly doesn't feel, right now, they don't have the luxury to be competing all out, guns blazing, on all fronts. And for them to drop out of the top four, just so they can, advance in the FA Cup and then go lose to Man City, that's not good. That doesn't help them. That doesn't get them to where they want to be, which is competing with teams that are bigger, richer, and better resourced than they are.
Gab, tell me what they get when they get to the knockout stages of the Champions League. How much?
70 million for the round of 16.
Okay, where are they now?
They're in the round of 16.
So they've got the 70 million, yeah?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, Craig, they want to get it next year,
no further questions. No further questions. They've got the money. That's it. It's fine. You're defeating your own argument here. You're defeating your argument. They've got the money. They're in the round of 16. You're just another one of these making an excuse for Pochettino. You're just out there every week making an excuse.
But look, if there's a time when
he's in the 16,
if there's a time when you give this guy a pass, it's when he's also has. By the way, before you said other teams have injuries too.
Yep.
Yeah, not many teams have Kane, Son, and Dele Alli all out at the same time.
It
just simply doesn't happen.
It's
kind of a freak occurrence. Yeah?
Listen, I'm as big a fan as Pochettino as most people out there, but I'm certainly not in the bracket of making an excuse every time something goes wrong for Tottenham Hotspur or Maurizio Pochettino. Right? Sometimes you guys have just got to let it go, right? And be honest, right? He's got the 70 million. You're defeating your own argument there. So they've got that money. Why can't they push in the FA Cup as well and push into the top four in the Premier League? They're not mutually exclusive.
Because if they don't do that, if they drop out of the top four, and you have Chelsea who look a little bit revitalized with Higuain, and you've got United who've won 8 in a row, if they don't do that, they won't get to the round of 16 of the Champions League next year because they won't be in the round of 16. And that's the priority of the club and the club owner. Mauricio Pochettino works for Tottenham Hotspur. It's not his club. He doesn't own it. He doesn't get to decide.
And by the way, they're playing Dortmund in the Champions League. Tell me who's got the bigger budget, Dortmund or Tottenham?
I don't think there's certainly in terms of wage bill, there isn't as big a discrepancy as you might think. I'd have to go and check on it.
Oh, they're doing all right. They haven't got their injuries, but they're top of the league and blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe Lucien Favre should come and manage Tottenham. I don't know.
Maybe if Spurs played in the Bundesliga, they'd be second in the table. They wouldn't have to worry about this.
Big fan of Pochettino. Big fan. The love in at some teams has to just take a step back.
Let's go to extra time, shall we? Just a reminder, we answer some of your questions over there. You can check it out over on the website.
This will be more pressure on the Chelsea board to come up with a solution to this issue, this problem for a hugely talented youngster. But I don't think selling him, if Sarri's trying to sell him, the club to me, for a game against a championship side, it's not a big sale. If that had been Man United, if that had been Man City, would Hudson-Odoi have played if everybody had been fit? No, he wouldn't. And I think personally, if he's got the opportunity to go to Bayern Munich, I think I would take it. Germany's proven to be a great grounding at the moment for youngsters to get opportunity, to get platform in an excellent league, and Bayern Munich apparently are keen. If I was him and I got the chance, I'm away.
From the outside looking in, it's impossible not to look at Hudson-Odoi and be encouraged from what you see. Because every time that he's on the field, he gives you a little something more than you say, there's something here. There's something special about him. And the first touch that you saw in that goal and cutting back, that's a certain skill and there's a certain level of confidence that an 18-year-old, I think, should not have at this level, and yet he does, and shows it time and time again. And so therefore, you're Chelsea, and you got an 18-year-old that shows you this every time that he's out on the field. Maybe you do everything you can to keep him here. Even in a game that they win, there are times and there are moments in which you think, this game should be over. There shouldn't be any stress. And yes, Sergio Ramos goes off injured. And Varane gets a red card. And so now you're missing your 2 center backs for the next match. And potentially if Sergio Ramos doesn't come back. And you go and waste possibly what was a tremendous performance by Karim Benzema. He was outstanding. Yeah. You look at Karim Benzema playing like that, you're thinking, man, he looked good today. The issue is that he doesn't always look that good. And Real Madrid doesn't always look good defensively. In fact, and as seems to be the case with them, they can score goals, but they're going to give up opportunities. Marcelo came in late in the match, and supposedly he's going to close it up. Oh, no, he's the one keeping Roberto Rosales on side for the goal. So there are issues for Real Madrid that continue to appear, even if they're winning games. The difference is that they're winning games, and they weren't doing that at the beginning of the year.
The interesting thing regarding Barca at the moment is Coutinho. You take a look at the ratings by Sam Marsden, Messi, obviously, again, getting the player of the match. Coutinho's been there a year now.
Yeah.
And yet we're still debating, it seems, where he fits into this Barcelona team.
Yeah, I don't think there's a debate now. I think he just, in his mind, never mind us, but I think in his mind he doesn't quite fit because he doesn't seem to be very comfortable with the ball, without the ball, seems to get in people's way. It doesn't look, he's nowhere near the player that he shows to be with Liverpool at one point and that he is for Brazil nowadays. You look at him at Barcelona and he receives the ball and you're almost expecting that he's going to turn it over. You're not expecting the guy that cuts inside and hits that ball with that bending shot that we're used to see him do. He's a player that right now doesn't have a whole lot of confidence, and if you're Barcelona, you better have the confidence. Because if you got to keep up with the sort of performances that Lionel Messi is putting up, and you're going to be adding value to that, then you have to do it consistently, and he has not been able to do it at all.
Hello and welcome to Extra Time. The first tweet says, Craig looks happy and smiley these days. What is wrong?
Well, we can change that.
No, wait, very quickly.
You haven't thrown your glasses or anything in ages.
No.
You have been quite a good mood.
You've gone soft.
Watch today's show.
Got soft.
You've gone soft.
Watch today's show. Yeah, I've gone soft. Yeah.
You
I did say I'm going to up my game again. I'm going to start upping my game again.
What does up in your game mean?
Annoying people.
Right, good. As long as it's not us, then that's all right. I don't mind that. He went all lawyer today, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I'm going to annoy people. I don't want to say it, particularly Americans.
Oh, good. There you go.
Well, that takes me out of the equation. I'm out.
Right,
I don't
I'm going to turn my back on whatever's coming next.
No, not the American football fraternity.
Right. Football or soccer?
They're just
Soccer.
They're just very. What's the word I'm looking for?
I am not putting words in your mouth.
They've got an inferiority complex. They don't take any criticism.
Oh, dear.
But you're mellow.
I'm fed up making friends with these.
Oh, wow.
I think I could smell that coming this week.
What's that?
Upsetting the
Good,
few.
I'm off soon.
And they'll go to the bosses and say, "Did you see what he said about us?"
What bosses are they going to say?
The usual ones that crawl off the bosses. We know who they are.
Will Spurs,
We know who you are. We know who you are.
So you have
Sticking in
mellowed
there.
then. You have mellowed.
will Spurs ever win a trophy in my lifetime? I'm 23.
Well, it's not important.
When's the last trophy they won? What was it? You must have been playing, yeah? League?
Don't know.
Juan de
League Cup?
Ramos.
Off the top of my head, a League
Juan
Cup.
de Ramos.
Juan de Ramos League Cup, wasn't it? When was that? When was that, Gab? What year?
I don't know, like 2006, 7-ish, something like that. But wait, well, this is compelling. These are compelling questions. But anybody tweeting a question about Craig's thoughts about Tyler Adams' debut for Leipzig?
I'm not a problem with Tyler Adams.
He's a good player.
Love to see. I actually, this is a misconception. It's people, you anti-American, anti-US. I love to see young guys doing well from whatever country they come from. Don't have to be, but great. Love to see it. But don't need all these pundits giving me a 90-minute commentary of nauseating guff surrounding it. That's what I don't need. The cheerleaders brigade. Fandom out there. Fandom punditry.
I thought you were happy.
I'm not, I've changed.
Well, that didn't last long.
Love to see the young guys doing well, but I'll tell you now what will happen when Christian Pulisic finally goes to Chelsea. Oh my God, he's not going to be able to put ketchup in the bacon roll, and we'll know about it. And we're going to know how much ketchup, which hand he put it in with, and how many bites he took to finish the aforementioned bacon roll. We're going to know about that.
I'm looking forward to Craig's new podcast, Nauseating Guff. I think
Yeah.
that's gonna-
Nauseating guff.
Excellent.
It's the same ones doing it at the same time, all the time.
I don't think he's
And
that
by
happy.
the way, here's another one. Here's another one. The same people that were lauding these young, excellent Germans playing abroad, Americans playing in Germany, or wherever they're playing, are the same ones that were haranguing Klinsmann for saying the best youngsters should go and play abroad to better themselves. You couldn't make this up. You couldn't make it up. All of a sudden now, this is great. Oh, we've got, this guy's going to be great and this guy's going to be great. That's what Klinsmann told you 3 years ago. And you said, how dare Jurgen Klinsmann tell youngsters to leave and not go to Major League Soccer? This is just not good for the US. Now, oh, this is magnificent. Playing for Leipzig, playing for Chelsea. Oh, what way's the wind blowing? Oh, I'm going to just change. Am I making friends again?
Thanks for asking that, Gav.
I think you still got it.
It's true though.
You know, you still got it.
If
You haven't lost it.
if somebody's got a problem with that, get in touch because it's fact, right? It's fact, right? And if that upsets you, you don't like fact, tough.
It sounds like a boiling point.
It is.
Which you haven't done one in a
I
while.
haven't done a boiling point. No, this is it. That means I can have a day off tomorrow. But it's true. I mean, I'm not saying any untruths. Right? It's a problem for them to leave the US a while ago because it was detrimental to Major League Soccer. Oh, how bad Klinsmann is. Now, it's great.
So, back to Louis DeVito's tweet. Will Spurs ever win a trophy in my lifetime?
Just made a load of friends again.
Gav, will they? 23?
Of course they will. Have faith. Have faith in Levy and the big new stadium and increased revenues.
that
And
work
look, they
for
play in the
Arsenal?
League Cup every year, right? No, sorry, that's mean. But
I don't
Of
want to be
course they
that.
will.
Louis DeVito.
I don't want to be that.
Great name, isn't it?
Hey, this is even better. Luke Lionberger.
Did you see the thing on Twitter the other week? The policeman's name in England?
Yes. What was it again?
Robin Banks. Oh, brilliant. Isn't it? What was that?
I don't want to be that guy.
Luke Lineberg.
So it has to be asked, is Pochettino worthy of managing bigger clubs if the only thing he accomplishes at Tottenham is hanging in the top four?
Ask Gab. He's a Pochettino
No,
apologist.
I think he is. Absolutely, but, you know.
okay, all right. No. This has me going, right?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's my job.
No, I think Craig's rubbing off on me. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is managing a bigger club, and in fact has won every single game that he's managed. Has he won major trophies in the Big Five leagues? I don't think so. Santiago Solari won major trophies in the Big Five leagues. I don't think so. Did Julian Lopetegui before he got the job? Had he done it at Real Madrid? No. Had Zinedine Zidane before he got the job? No. Had Pep Guardiola before he got the job at Barcelona? No. Has Maurizio Sarri won anything in his career? No. There's so many examples.
No.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, sorry.
It's not a fair fight.
Yeah, but Sarri's not very good.
Otherwise, you know what you do? Just go and appoint the people who won, because generally only big clubs win things. Then you just go round and round and keep appointing the same people over and over again. Just move them around like pieces on a chessboard. But I'll tell you what, if you're going to do that, you'll be moving Claudio Ranieri in there too. Who wants Claudio Ranieri managing their top six club? Anybody? I didn't think so.
This is extra time rant today. I'll tell you what, this is giving me amateurs. I'm not going to. This is giving me energy and life.
Oh.
Possibly bring back a bit of boiling point.
Oh.
As long as people
Can't
don't
wait.
get.
Oh.
Can we do it on Wednesday? Because I'm off.
Yeah, I could. It's just, you know, I could upset a few people again. You know.
Okay, right, Gab. This is for Gab. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Will Serie
It's all right.
A
I've got to be honest with you. I'm watching the golf.
Will Serie A ever be competitive again? It's no different than Liga. Everyone knows who'll win it before it even starts.
Well, if you're talking, will other teams go and manage to go and challenge Juventus? Pretty darn competitive last year. So Juve ended up winning. I think what's been missing from Serie A is the two Milan clubs, because they have the resources to go and compete against Juve. When Roma and Napoli finished second to them, even though, I repeat, Napoli ran them very, very close, they were overachieving because their resources are far more limited. The whole league has to grow, and the clubs that are best placed to go and take advantage of that are Milan and Inter. However, they've been underachieving for a long time for many different reasons.
Gab, keep talking. Gab, can you give me 30 seconds?
Justin Rose is popping.
Justin Rose is just about to pop and win the Farmers Insurance Golf Tournament at Torrey Pines. If you can give me 30, it's never usually a problem to you.
Right, here we go. Right.
Well,
Wait, do we have the rights to talk about this?
are we allowed to? I mean,
No, don't. Right, what's your thoughts on the
will
A-League?
me talking?
What's your thoughts on the A-League, Gab? And what is the best league to watch outside of Europe?
You expect an actual answer, or am I just talking so that Craig can watch Justin Rose sing his putt?
It's all right, it's
I'm
finished
trying to
now.
be a bit suspicious
We
here.
always expect real answers from you, but they never come.
Justin
So there
Rose
you
is
go.
coming. Craig, you've seen a lot of the A-League.
It's finished now, so fade him down.
Yeah, all right.
What are your thoughts on it?
On what?
The A-League.
Oh, it's not as good as the B League.
It has some VAR issues
And
at
it's-
the moment. A lot of seagulls.
Yeah, I love the Seagulls.
In Melbourne.
Maybe I could upset some Australians as well, I don't know. Well, I've been through the Scottish people.
Right.
And English and Welsh and the British. So I've been through that.
Right.
All right.
So
When
now
I
you
went-
go
I
to
went-
Southern
I
Hemisphere.
went flashing through them, upset a lot. So I decided I'd come travel across the pond and have a bash over here.
Lovely, good. Well,
been,
we're all very glad you came.
Yeah. Every day, I wake up
upset.
and I thank the good Lord for that.
Your thoughts on the A-League?
Very upset.
You love Wellington Phoenix?
My Wellington Phoenix.
Yeah,
My Wellington.
of course.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
Yeah, there you go.
I almost went there as a player.
Did you really?
Yeah, to the A-League, yeah.
Wow, there you go. You can see it on ESPN Plus, of course, in the US. Where's the best steak you've ever had? Which restaurant or country?
Oh, I was in Portugal and years ago, and I had an Argentinian steak, and it was the best I've had.
Yeah, there's an Argentinian restaurant in Madrid that does the best.
Now, let me tell you, this is somewhat controversial because it was in Epcot Center in Canada, in the Canada Pavilion.
I can feel Gab
and
already.
Les Cellier Steakhouse, wonderful.
Really?
Yes. So,
So at the Epcot Center in Florida.
correct.
Listen to
In,
Gab.
in the Canada Pavilion in Epcot
You're
Center,
trolling
Les Cellier
Gab.
was wonderful.
You know what I can tell you is though, would you say Argentinian steak's the best one you've had?
Definitely, yeah.
No, I don't know. You probably did because you had it well done. You had it well done, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Right, good boy. You do know Stevie Nicol wouldn't care if it was the best bit of Argentinian meat, one of the best in the world. It's getting bonfired.
Yes, completely.
I mean, you're going to have to put tin foil around it just to keep this thing alive.
Yep.
You know, I can imagine them.
Yeah.
We're going to a nice Argentinian restaurant tonight, Stevie, where
There would just be ketchup, surely.
where you
Ketchup.
must have the steak no worse.
Try this chiri
The
sauce.
medium.
No, ketchup.
Medium's the most you can have it done. Or okay, then I'll have vanilla ice cream.
Now, where's Gab going to take us in the world for the best
well.
steak? I'm guessing it's not the Epcot Center.
Funnily enough, no. But it's interesting because hearing this conversation about medium steaks and medium rare steaks and people who like their steaks well done from Craig, I'm totally on the same wavelength. And it brings back unpleasant memories of conversations I had with somebody sitting there on your sofa. So I'm going to recuse myself from these upsetting steak conversations because yes, people can do what they like, and they have a right to have their steak any way
Where's
they like.
the best steak
but
you've
I
had?
reserve
Don't
my
worry about
right to
upsetting
be
Mrs. Moreno.
upset.
Where is the best steak that you've had, Gab?
I've had plenty. One that stands out is a place in Argentina, actually, a restaurant called Santa Maria del Buen Aire
That's what you were going to say, Craig.
in South Canada.
It was all over.
Well, I just started saying it and then my teeth fell out.
That was it.
Just for the record, Mrs. Moreno hates Gab Michael.
Well, there was that awkward
I've got
incident.
news for you. I think she hates you as well.
Well, there you go. The standard is very low. The standard is very low.
Oh, dear.
Hello.
You've got Derek Costco with her tomorrow.
Yay! That would be a bonding
Hey,
experience.
that's how the other half live, isn't it? That's show business.
We'll be back, won't we? And Craig Bryant McBride with us as well.
Oh, great! He can tell me about all this nauseating golf.
Oh, good. Look out for more nauseating guff tomorrow.